5. Hello, Madam Titty Kitty. I said I would introduce the
Meow.
episode that way. Meow. All right, I know no one's gonna understand that wasn't watching this, that wasn't in
That
this,
wasn't listening into
that
us.
wasn't listening what we were saying before we our voices went live. But trust me, it's really fun. Apparently, you know what? Actually, Hoshi, it was your story. You say it. You tell them.
Okay, so I finally started watching Jobless Reincarnation, right? And I've been watching it in English because I'm lazy sometimes and I just want to watch something in English while I'm doing something else, like cooking or whatever. And I get to the episode where we meet, what's her name, Ghislaine, the cat lady?
Yeah.
Well, we meet her, and literally in the English dub, the only thing I hear is, I wasn't looking at the screen, was, "Hello, Madam Titty Kitty," and I'm like, I beg your fluffiest of pardons.
The fluffiest of pardons. I love that. That's great.
And
All right.
it just was amazing.
Yeah, so that's where that comes from now. So now we're gonna start watching the dub of Mushoku Tensei on our own just to see what random shit Rudy says.
Heck
It's kinda
yeah.
like, oh, we still need to get together and watch the English dub of Solo Leveling.
That
I
is
need to
true.
actually watch Solo Leveling.
Hey, even better.
Okay, so now we're doing that. Yep. Also,
apparently.
I'm really jealous of Joel for going to WeebCon because Alex is gonna be there,
Ooh.
as is the voice actor for Leon of the remakes, Resi 2 and Resi 4 remakes, and Jill from Resi 3. Half of the cast of Final Fantasy 7 remake and rebirth. So I'm just looking at the list. Oh, it's a big industry con. That's why there's so many people there.
Ah.
Which is really funny because I knew Brianna White before she was voicing for Aerith. I remember seeing her when she was just doing Strange Rebel Gaming. And that makes it sound like condescending. I knew her before it was cool. No, that's not what I meant
You
by that.
fucking hipster.
You fucking hipster. Yeah. But no, I would mostly just talk to her about gaming stuff because I was already a fan of all the gaming stuff that she did, and then she got to voice a very important character in a very, very beloved gaming franchise, and that was kind of cool too. Plus, she got to say shit as Aerith. It's great. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. She's like, nothing will happen. Ladder breaks. Shit. If you haven't played Remake, you won't know.
Have I?
Mute yourself.
Would you care to try some of this shit?
Yeah.
I love how that's what's leaves off.
That's what. Yeah, that's what. Would you care to try some of this shit? And I'm like, well,
Click. This can only get interesting.
I mean, if they're edible, we'll share with the class. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about today. It's light on the anime news and heavy on the general nerd and the gaming side of stuff. We found a lot of gaming news this week. And to be fair, I avoided a bunch of gaming news when I was going through stuff because I was like, we're already talking too much about this stuff. But there was a few that I was like, God damn it, we're going to have to talk about this.
That's valid.
Has she seen Chunibyo Isekai? You have to be. All right, you've got to be more descriptive. Or just say the effing name.
Was it Love, Chunibyo, and Delusions or
I am
something
back.
like that?
I have no idea. See, that's the thing. They're like, Chunibyo Isekai. That can mean so many things.
But the,
Yeah,
the Love
that is true.
Chunibyo thing, that isn't an isekai, is it?
I don't think so. But there. I mean, if you actually put thought into the matter, half of all isekais are Chunibyo fantasies.
Atomic.
Not wrong.
That is my favorite isekai.
That's not Chunibyo Isekai. That's just
That is
yeah,
cringe is my power.
yeah. That's cringe
Wait,
is my
what is-
power.
No, Eminence and Shadow?
Eminence and Shadow.
Evidence in shadow.
Oh,
I
God,
fucking
no.
love that anime.
Yes,
No.
that anime
One
is
of my
so
favorites
good.
of all time. I am so glad he recommended it. They put it on
I
the
s-
list because damn it, it was a good time.
I
Uh-huh.
started watching it. I think I'm on episode 2 or 3, and
Uh-huh.
it is a wild ride, and I don't know if I want to be
So-
on it.
Hold
No,
on,
you
are
do.
you watching
You
it in
absolutely
English or
do.
Totally do.
Japanese? Hold on, are you watching
Okay.
it in English or Japanese?
I think I'm watching it in English.
Watch it.
So it is a
Japanese.
much better time if you're watching it in Japanese
Yeah.
because the real Chunibyo essence is captured that way, and it's
Yeah.
just so much funnier.
Here's
Oh,
everything that you
lovely.
need to know. Here's everything that you need to know about this series, right? The main character accidentally kind of makes things happen. Like he tells a story thinking it's like I randomly made this
He
up.
thinks
Turns out it's
everything
true.
he's making up is bullshit.
Yeah, he
It's
thinks
not.
everything is bullshit. And he thinks that the people that are quote unquote working for him are just going
They're just
along with his
playing
delusion.
along.
They're just playing along. No, turns out it's real. Everything's serious. And
my
he's the
God.
most clueless fucker. Now, normally that shit would piss me off, but the way that they do it is so goddamn good.
So
Does he
funny.
find out?
No,
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 he
that's
never
what's even
does.
better.
That's the
That's-
best part.
that's
and
the
he
best part.
always has a reason to justify it in his
Oh
head
my
for why this
God.
stuff happens.
Like the
and
craziest,
you're just like, you're an idiot.
the
Everyone's a paid
craziest thing is,
actor.
yeah, no, dude, seriously, it's the craziest fucking thing, but it's so good. Not to mention, it has some of the best naming in an anime I have ever seen.
Mhm.
Perv asshat,
Asshat.
perv asshat, mundane man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give
Ugh.
this. I'm gonna have to give this anime like.
It's so
Like,
my
good.
attention.
if you have yet to see like Sid go hard, like oh my god, this boy, like you have not even seen the peak of this man. Like I don't know if Shaggy could stand up to him. This
Hell
boy is so
no.
fucking broken. So
Does he?
broken.
But does he actually have powers?
Yes.
Yeah, well, in the
Oh.
isekai world, 100%. Yes.
Wait.
I,
So then how?
I honestly am of the firm belief
Without
that
without
he has a superpower. And
Without
his
too much
superpower is
spoiler.
whatever story he tells becomes
without
reality.
Oh,
That's-
without giving too much spoiler for it for you as well, Moon.
Mm.
You're like in the isekai world, he absolutely has power. I gotta stop you there because how
Oh,
season
I
2
remember
ended,
how it ends. I remember
Because
how
of-
it ends.
he has power there too.
Oh God! Of course
Yeah,
he does.
can't
Of
wait.
course he does. Of course.
I can't wait for the movie. It's supposed to be coming out this year.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm
I
so
really
looking
want to
forward
see
to
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I know what I'm watching later today.
We'll watch it with you. Oh wait, we can't
Yes.
do it. No, shoot, we can't because we're doing well, at least today we're doing the Subnautica stuff today.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Cough cough.
No, but
you're
that's so
sick.
good. No, but that's really good. No,
I
no,
don't-
not cuff cuff.
I don't have Subnautica.
I know you don't, but you could come hang out with us while we do it. Because we're doing Subnautica
Right.
roleplay, and it's so fun. It's so
True.
fun.
That could be part
You
of the
could
roleplay.
act as like
Somebody's
a
just on the ship watching Eminence and Shadow.
Not even on the
No,
ship.
no, not on the ship. Oh no! Yeah, that's the whole
Because
thing.
the
You're
ship
like,
blows up.
no, it's so funny. You're trying to watch Eminence and Shadow, but the ship keeps exploding, and there's fire everywhere. I think it'd be hilarious. If Hoshi was just on the ship trying to fucking save it and like has not realized that it's just beyond all help.
I'm watching my stories.
I'm trying to watch the stories.
And I
that'd
will
be
say
great.
this one last thing on Eminence and Shadow. Delta is best girl.
Delta's the animal one, right?
Delta is the
Boston!
Yeah, that one. Yeah, she is the best. She really is the best.
Alpha.
She's the only one who like really gets
super
Oh.
hush hush
the main
supervision.
guy in the best way possible.
No,
Oh, she's pretty.
she is a child. That's the best description I can give.
Yeah.
No,
She
never
is.
mind. She's
No,
cute.
no,
She's-
not
No,
that
not
way.
an
Not that
actual
way.
child,
Not an actual
just-
child. She's
Like she's a kid at heart, one of those things, and
She's-
it's
Oh,
like in the
okay.
most expressive way
Ooh.
possible.
she's a child.
Okay,
No,
whew.
I mean she's dumb like a child.
Also,
Oh.
even if that were the case, our main character is so hyper focused on his stories, he does not give a shit about any sort of romance.
Like it's
Oh,
the
I love
funniest.
that.
This is the funniest harem ever built because like so many of these
they
girls
all
want
want him, and he couldn't care less.
It's not he couldn't care less. He doesn't notice half of the time. And
Okay,
it's
but I love harem protagonists like that. Like, because I hate the ones that are just like, oh yeah, I get all the girls, I'm all this. I like where he's just like, we're all just best buddies, you know?
oh no, it's not that.
It's
They
not
work
even
for him.
that.
It's so fucking good.
Oh,
It's
I need to
so
watch this
fucking
now.
Yes,
Oh my
you
God,
do.
yeah,
It's
you do.
So
It's
good.
so good.
We
So good,
could
yes.
go on forever with
I
this
know what
one.
we're doing. I
Fucking
know what
love
we're
it.
doing Monday. I know what we're doing most of Monday. It's that. Yeah.
I need to
Oh,
find
Jesus.
all the girls and I want to see which one's my favorite on looks alone, and then I want to watch it and then reevaluate based on personality.
Okay. Hang on one
All right,
second.
that's a
I'll
fun one.
I'll do that for you real quick. Hang on one second. I'm gonna let stream in on this. Okay, I just
You're
typed up
Wickham?
Shadow Guide. I just typed
Spider
up.
Phantom. What is Wickham? That's a new word.
I just typed up Shadow Garden. So there you
Mhm.
go. Now everybody sees it on the stream. I love how we were supposed to do news. We haven't even started like welcome to Anime
Sorry.
Church or any of that stuff.
No. This
that's
is more important.
This is far more important.
Far more important, yes.
Far more important. Okay, so here's the link. I posted the side chat thingy, the open
Alright.
chat. Also, please.
Why
all
not
right,
just screen share?
no, because no, because
That
this is
makes
supposed
no
to be.
sense.
Well, I didn't ask. You didn't ask for sense. You asked me if I would
Alright.
screen share, and I said no.
What would it be? What would it be? Image gallery?
If you want, I don't. I mean,
And
the-
this
the
is why
image
I
that's on there-
said, why not screen share?
because I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Then what's the point of doing this?
Because all right, you want to know the real reason? It's because
So
the
if you click
browser that I
on-
have open right now is the one that's on stream, and like I'm not screen sharing that when we do the show. So why would I screen share one tab that I'm getting rid of
So-
that I got rid of almost immediately?
So Hoshi, on the main page, where it says Shadow Garden light novel, manga, anime, if you click on the anime, it pulls up a picture of all of them together.
Yeah.
Sorry. Mags came in and I was talking. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 girls?
Yep, the 7 shadows.
Okay. Based on looks alone. I mean, I do like the wolf girl. She looks cool. I like the long blonde hair chick. She
That's
looks
Alpha.
cool too. She looks
Mhm.
cool. I like the
Alpha.
other wolf-eared lady.
That's
The
Zeta.
fluffy tail.
Yeah, Zeta and Delta fight. It's great.
The one by Alpha looks cool, but she also kind of gives me like bitchy personality.
That's Gamma. And looks are deceiving with
Damn.
her.
You could not.
Yeah.
You could not
Oh,
be more
okay.
She could not be more opposite than what you described.
Yeah.
Love it. I don't really see much of the long-haired purple lady.
That's Epsilon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I like.
Um,
I think Beta is awesome.
The girl between Wolfier and
Epsilon
the
is
guy.
hilarious, though.
She looks cool.
Yeah, that's Beta.
That's Beta. That's Beta.
Ah,
She's
and
a
then-
novelist.
Side ponytail chick kind of gives me like mysterious vibes. Like I'll mess you up, but like
Oh,
you're
no,
kind
I'm
of a
sorry.
dummy.
That one's Epsilon.
That's
The
Epsilon. The other one is
purple hair one. That's Ada.
Oh my god,
Oh.
the purple hair one looks like Fern. Like if Fern
Like,
was in
and
Shadow
she
Garden.
gets so few. She gets so few lines. It's
yeah.
criminal.
If Fern was in from Freerin was in Shadow Garden, that's basically what she looks like.
But sleepy all the time.
Yes. Also, the image that I posted in the side chat, tell me that does not just basically describe what we're currently going through with T-Bait.
Oh, it does. Perfectly. It's
characters.
It's
epic,
so annoying.
Story.
Story.
Awesome. Animation. Exactly. Like, you know, the amount of people who are like, man, I wish Studio Egg Firm or Bind, you know, the same animation group that did Mishoku Tensei had picked this up. And I was like, you're so
That
right.
would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing. Like, yeah. I'm torn because I want to support the anime because if nobody talks about the anime, the story doesn't get out there. Nobody checks out the manhwa. Nobody checks out the novels, you know? So this honestly does not help much. So everybody's like, don't watch it. You're hurting your own cause. But at the same time, I can absolutely understand everybody saying this is crap, don't watch it, you know? Like I get that point. I get that point.
I mean, it's
Alright.
the same with a lot of movies that have
It
gone
is.
from books and stuff. It's
It
just
is.
like, read it. It's better.
Yeah. All right. So.
Speaking of that, the books for Eminence and Shadow, dude. Holy fuck.
I
Oh, shit,
Alright.
Holy
really?
fuck.
think Volume 6 is about to be out if it isn't already. right.
I think you're working on Volume 7.
Well, no, I'm saying officially released over in the U.S. Volume 6.
Oh, let me pull up Bookwalker.
Well, I'm not worried about it right now. Don't
Oh no,
worry
I
about it.
am, because if it's out, I
Okay.
need to buy it.
Okay. I don't remember if it's up for pre-order or if it's now out. I don't remember which one is which. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Hi,
Anime Church.
Draconic. Glad you're a long-time listener.
Okay, can I do the intro now?
Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. No.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, sure. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Anime Church. Fuck, I forgot the whole intro now. You know what? Screw it. Welcome to Anime Church. It's church for nerds. Cosplay is welcome. We won't judge you. That's it. That's all it needs to be. Church for nerds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus!
I'm Hoshi Nugget, the nun of nuggies.
And I'm Feder Sarun, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
And let's face it, if you're listening to us, you probably need both. That being
Yes.
said,
I have some on standby. I can start drinking right now. We'll be
Like I
set
said-
for Subnautica.
like I said, man, we've got two drinks just sitting here with us right now, Scotch and Jameson, and it's good stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
You mix them together and it's a party.
Oh,
this
yes,
is
it
true.
is.
This is true.
Also, I love how your sister yesterday, Moon, like messaged me. Do you mind if I bake cookies? I was like, did you
Yeah, I'm
expect to
sitting
know
there
from
like,
this?
you really have to ask?
I'm like,
Because she came in talking to me about it. I'm like, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy that. And she's like, yeah, let me ask Richie first. And I'm like, why? Why would he say
I
no?
have never in my life said no to cookies. I don't think, yeah.
Mm,
Like,
I love
literally-
Especially
baking
these
cookies.
cookies. The
I-
one did she tell you about them?
Sort of, yes.
They're really good. She's made them a couple times before. It's basically just sugar cookies with orange jello mix. Fucking delicious.
Okay.
Sounds
Oh.
delicious, yeah.
Yeah.
Does she home make it like from scratch?
Not totally from scratch. She uses packets, but she just, blends them together and it's set.
Oh. I love making homemade sugar cookies.
Poison
pretty
ivy
easy.
punch made from scratch.
Mm.
And sometimes I make chocolate chip cookies and I either put Nutella or peanut butter in the middle.
It bothers me
Ooh,
how
that's
so
so
many
good.
people don't get that joke. It's a great Scooby Doo joke.
It is.
It's poison ivy punch
Oh.
made from scratch. Because what happens when you get poison ivy on you? You start scratching.
Oh, that is funny.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh. Richie, you're gonna have so many treats while we're down there.
I really am, guys. I'm trying to lose weight. And y'all are trying to make me fat.
Hey, you're the
Think
one
of
who
it as
said
a
you wanted to try-
challenge.
You're
That's
the one
coming
who
up,
said you
isn't
wanted
it?
to try Scotcheroos.
Also true. Also true. So here's the other. Well, all right. So here's the thing. We're gonna have a limited amount for us, and then we're gonna give shit out at the con. I will talk to Devin. Even if we don't give them out to con attendees, we'll at least give them out to con staff.
Oh, those poor staff.
That's coming up
What's
soon,
that?
isn't it?
Why? Why?
End of June.
Scotcheroos?
End of what?
End of June.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Yes,
here.
yes, Richie, because of the Scotcheroos. Because
No.
they are addictive.
Oh well,
Mm.
also that. No, okay. So here's the thing. It's a maybe because we've been looking around on the website. We cannot find the application stuff, and I just hit
no.
up Devin about that. I was like, hey man, you wanted me to apply for these two things? I don't see them on the website. Where are they? So, we're working it out. I'm also trying to supply them with another guest. One
I mean,
that we would
even if we
happily-
don't get to go to the convention, fuck
Uh-huh.
it. Let's just meet up and have fun.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be down there regardless because my
Yeah.
tickets are non-refundable.
I forget, where is it?
Nashville.
Oh, yeah. That's not that far of a drive.
No.
Shit. Yeah. We can get Hoshi too, making a big party.
I could literally come get you. Like it's not
Yeah.
an issue.
I'm like,
She
hold on.
funny story. Hoshi is closer to me than you are, Moon.
Nice.
And didn't Lady convince her new husband to let her go as well?
Oh yeah, funny story. We got
Yeah.
invited digitally to that wedding yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
good
fun.
for them.
Yeah. Oh no, it's so good because we were all muted on a Zoom call. I may have played "Crazy Effing Robot Body" by Evil as she walked down the aisle.
Oh my god. Yeah,
It
I'm
was
only
so good.
Because
I'm
it's
only 2.
because in Slime, Lady is the Millim AI, so it only makes sense. Oh man, we promise we're gonna actually get to talking about the news. I swear.
Maybe.
Eventually.
maybe.
Possibly.
It's a possibility of sorts. Woo! All right. Anyhow, there's a sale on Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
All right. So first up, we got, like I said, there's a lot of trailers and a lot of anniversaries going on this year.
Interesting.
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah. Stuff that's gonna make me feel old. Also, I forgot to say this. So funny story. Max from the Goof Troop and Goofy Movie, voice actor for Max,
Mm-hmm.
lives one exit over from me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Cool.
I met him at Geek Media Expo here in Nashville like some years back. And he was like, yeah, I live in blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, oh, yeah, I live in blah, blah, blah. And they were like, oh, cool. We're pretty close. I was like, dude, you could come over and just like freaking do an interview.
Nice.
Yeah.
'Cause
That was but that was a while ago. But yeah, and I've met Bill Farmer, the present voice of Goofy, and as an adult grown man, I have cried in front of Bill Farmer.
Fair.
Yeah.
Because if I get to meet the voice actor of Max, the first thing I'm gonna do is have they been laughing since you can remember?
didn't he also voice Kovu?
But they're not gonna laugh anymore.
No more Maxie the Geek, no more Goof of the Week like before.
Yes. I
just
don't
want
get
Ray
me
Buchanan.
started. Don't get me started. I could sing that whole fucking movie.
Me too. It's a damn good movie, and the music was
don't want-
amazing.
But all right, so here's the thing. I know you've got kind of a road trip coming up, okay? It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a long drive. I know it's not gonna
True,
be fun.
true.
But I have the most important question for you, okay? Regarding this
yes,
road
yes.
trip. Do you need a break from modern living? Good stuff. Do you long to shed your weary load?
I always have difficulty remembering that.
Just
one.
remember the part. Howdy, boys. Is this the way to Nashville? Watch
Oh.
it, Mac, or you'll be getting towed.
So I think what I need to do is I need to download the whole soundtrack, and I need to bother my sister with it. The whole
Dude,
way.
we used to do. All right, so we used to do road trips listening to the Buffy musical soundtrack.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was so good because we would just sing along to the Buffy musical. It's great. Such good songs, man. Always been a musical idiot, so I'm happy with that. All right. But yes, getting back to the news. So we have a trailer that we had too much stuff last week for CinemaCon, so we're getting like at least 2 things left over. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about the Predator movie that's coming out. By the way, who was it that said that they hadn't seen Prey? Was that?
That was me.
Okay,
What's
I was
Prey?
pretty sure.
I don't
Okay,
think I've
that's
seen it
another
either.
one. Wow. Okay, so the last good Predator movie I watched before Prey was what was it, The Predators or something like that? It was
It
the
was
one.
just called Predators.
Yeah, Predators, where they have a bunch of people on an alien planet, and they just kidnap people and put them on the alien planet, which is like a giant game preserve, and the predators come around and hunt them. That was the
I've
last good
had-
one until Prey came out. Prey, funny enough, is Hulu, so it's a Fox/Disney one. And oh my God, it was so good. So this one is set in the time where the English, French, and Spanish are just discovering the North American continent.
Mm,
And it is literally a tribe of natives versus a predator
nice.
and a bunch of
I have-
Spaniards.
I have a small confession.
And it's so good. You've never seen Predator?
I've never seen a single Predator movie, and I've never seen a single Alien movie.
So
I
I guess
still-
we start them off with Predators versus Alien.
No. Alien versus Predator, first off.
My bad.
Alphabetic. Secondly, no. What we do is we take illegal immigrants and we use them. They have to catch 5 child predators and bring them in. And once they've done that, they gain citizenship, and we call it Alien versus Predator.
TCAP ain't got nothing on this.
Just saying. That's the they
It
want to
has
earn
get-
their
it has to get hosted
citizenship.
by Chris Hansen.
Bring us,
Oh
bring us,
God!
bring us child traffickers or human traffickers, and we call it Alien versus Predator. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yes, I did not come up with that on my own. I saw it on a TikTok. I don't care. It's a good idea, and I like it.
Look,
Anyway,
the best ideas are the ones we steal, have inspiration from.
the best ideas are the ones we stole from all along.
Look, I'm just
as for-
strategically transporting equipment to
Okay,
another
to
location.
be fair, there's only 4 Predator movies right now that you need to see. Okay, there's the first one, the second one, Predators, and then Prey. You can watch
Okay,
Alien versus
right.
Predator, but let's be 100% honest. Alien versus Predator is just a popcorn movie. Turn your brain off and enjoy.
Basically, yeah. AVP Requiem, not that good.
Just the first AVP. We don't do the second one. We don't talk about that. But yes.
We'd rather talk about Bruno.
Whoa,
It's okay to
whoa,
talk.
whoa.
No. It's okay
No,
to talk
no,
about
we don't
Bruno.
talk
We
about
can
Bruno.
find. No, we can finally talk about Bruno.
Are you sure?
Yeah, didn't you make it to the back half of the movie? We can finally talk about Bruno.
I've never seen the movie.
But the movie
so good.
Bruno wasn't
No.
that great.
Dude, okay, the movie Bruno, no, but Encanto, yes. As for not having seen Encanto, all right. Fenris, do you like musicals?
Eh?
You might
I
like
like
this
the
one.
musicals.
Say
It's good. Like, there's a reason why that shit's so addicting. Lin-Manuel Miranda, like, fucking killed it.
Yeah, he's
What
an amazing
musical is
writer.
So, like I said,
Encanto.
I like Leaves.
Encanto.
It was a fantastic,
Oh, yeah.
fantastic 30-second musical.
Have you seen Hamilton?
yes.
You need. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. If Hamilton was how they actually taught, like, the Revolutionary War history, I would have remembered a hell of a lot more about the Revolutionary War and shit like that. Like, once you actually show people, it's like, this isn't like we put this person on. All right, these are the people that fought, and these are how fucked up they were, and we're gonna tell it to you through hip hop, and you realize, holy shit, our founding fathers were basically hip hop artists.
Yeah.
Because they had, like,
I mean-
rap beefs and all sorts of shit, and you're like, no, that's legit. Holy shit, when you think about it, they're kind of hip-hop artists. Also, if Snoop Dogg was around at that time, they would have been token with him. I mean, obviously, he'd have to be a different skin tone to pull that off, but still. Also, dude, you have never truly appreciated a debate between 2 cabinet members more than when you actually hear a rap battle between Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton, and Jefferson's talking about, in the South we create, we plant, and then Hamilton turns around and goes, yeah, keep ranting, we know who's really doing the planting. Yeah, oh dude, it's so good. And you got to realize, it's the guy that plays Hamilton, he wrote all of it. Holy shit. Anyway, it's really good. I encourage you to watch it if you get the chance. I will say, this is another reason we need to get the bundle, because Hamilton's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I watched it on Disney Plus. It's really
Yes,
good.
I did too. Yeah. Not to mention, like, anytime King George comes on, like, oh my God, it's so good. The dude
yes,
that played
good
King
old
George.
What was it, Spin?
Yeah. And
What
no,
else fails
don't
to do?
change the subject.
Cause you're my favorite subject.
Just
Loyal.
I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Which is true because George was known as a mad king. He went mad after the Revolutionary War ended.
I think I
It's
don't
so
remember
good.
why. I
It's
think it was like
catchy.
a genetic thing or something.
Everybody. What?
It
Oh,
wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me because,
Him going
like,
mad?
Yeah.
the royal family, it was more of a reef than a tree.
True.
Not wrong.
The
Not
plan,
wrong.
they were more twisted than the spine of the Plantagenet line. But yeah, they were marrying they were marrying into so many royal families that they ended up marrying each other. It was a thing. It was certainly a thing.
I wanna play that grounded game, but I'm scared of spiders.
They have an arachnophobia
They have
mode.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It turns them into
Oh.
blobs.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I have not.
It'll
I
make it
don't
easier for
have
you to play.
grounded. Though I do want to play it.
It's a lot of fun.
Is it?
I have
okay.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Think of it like
I know what it
really it's
is.
just kind of another survival thing. So
Oh
yeah.
no, I know what it is, but like
Yeah.
my reason for playing it is probably different than the survival mode. It's just because I want to live in Honey I Shrunk the Kids kind of
Yeah.
environment.
That's fair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like if there is not a Rick Moranis like joke or reference or something in there, I'm gonna be very sad.
So what I'm
Sure
hearing is
there
we all
is.
just need to play together.
I am okay with this.
Yeah. All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So Havoc is the first trailer up, and that is the new action thriller with I keep wanting to call
Eddie
him Eddie
Brock.
Brock. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got 10 seconds in
The
and I
good
was
Venom.
still like,
Uh,
isn't this
Tom
a
Hardy, I think
Venom
his name
movie?
is.
Tom Harding, that's his name. Tom Hardy. Also Timothy Oliphant and Forrest Whitaker. Also, I love the thing. You're like, Forrest Whitaker got his eye fixed. I'm like, my dude. But like,
Seriously, for the longest time, he had an issue with one of his eyes.
he's a lazy eye. Yeah, it's not a big deal. But like, I love the fact that there's so many. Like, I've always been a fan of Timothy Oliphant. He's so good. Also, another reason to watch The Mandalorian. Timothy Oliphant is like a sheriff in one of the towns on Tatooine, and he fucking pulls it off because when you're on Tatooine, it feels like an actual Western. Anyhow. But yeah, I don't know a lot about the intricacies of this movie. I just know, it's got these three awesome people. It's from the director of The Raid. Looks like there's some seriously good action. He's trying to save a dude that everybody's trying to kill. I don't need to know much else about it. I'm just like, oh, okay. You know what? This is a. I'm gonna sit down with a bowl of popcorn on stream and watch it. Or I'm just gonna stream it because I think this is a Netflix one. I don't know if it's in theaters, but
Yeah.
eventually, it's gonna be one of those things where we get together. That's what we need to do. We need to have like a weekly movie night where we just like, all right, movies that we want to watch on this platform, or this platform. At least somebody has one from a different platform, and we all sit down and we watch a movie together.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would love that.
I mean, for the longest time, you and I did something like that just randomly.
They threw a washing machine at a cop car. That's hilarious.
And I think the washing machine was full of drunks.
Was it? Who knows?
Back up.
Oh! There's some interesting ways to kill on this, but yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. I guess we'll have to start with Predator. That's a 20th Century Fox thing, so it's probably on Disney Plus.
Probably.
All right. The funniest thing is, I guarantee that Hoshi is familiar with the memes and has no idea they come from the Predator movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably.
There's several memes that are perforated online that come from the Predator movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's so good. All right. Dylan, you son of a bitch. Also, I forgot to mention. Oh no, I don't want to say that live on the air, do I? I don't really care. So we're doing our Dead Space Machina Bridge thing, right? And we've decided that the computer, yes, the computer for the Ishimura is going to speak, and it's going to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The onboard ship AI will sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, I know this is going to bum some people out, but Minecraft broke a bunch of records at the box office.
And somebody else brought their chicken into the movie.
Chicken
Dude,
Jackie.
No, apparently people have been doing some wild and crazy shit in the theaters for the Minecraft movie, and I don't understand why.
Memes mostly. The biggest thing I'm at least happy about with the Minecraft movie is they got
people
4
throwing
people in it
popcorn and shit all over the place. Like people just making an
no.
absolute mess of the theater and causing trouble.
It's not that I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't want people to do
There's
that.
proper etiquette going to watch a fucking movie in a public space.
All right, so getting started with this. This past weekend, so not this one, but the previous one, following a first quarter when the industry fretted that moviegoers forgot about going to the movies, Warner Brothers and Legendary revived the global and domestic box office with the Jared Hess directed a Minecraft movie, which saw $163 million in the U.S. Canada opening and $150.7 million abroad, and $313.7 million worldwide. Here are all the box office records that was broken. Biggest opening
Year to
as
date.
of yet to date. So for this year, they had the biggest opening. Captain America Brave New World's $88 million was the highest previously. Record opening for a movie based on a video game, outstripping Super Mario Brothers movies 3-day 146.3 million in 2023. That's sad. That's very upsetting to me.
Can I also just say that is a terrible way to abbreviate cumulative?
Yeah. That's why I skipped the word.
Oh.
So I will say at least Jack Black had two good video game box office adaptations. So
One was significantly better than the other, but
yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, there's a whole bit better thing than I Yearn for the Mines versus Peaches.
Beaches,
I
love you.
All right. Record opening for a Warner Brothers Legendary co-production ahead of The Dark Knight Rises, which was 160.8 million. Largest Friday, Saturday, Sunday opening since Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, they weren't going to beat Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Also, I love that Disney, or rather Marvel, has just decided, fuck it, we're giving in to the piracy campaign, like the leaks and stuff campaign. They're like, hey, it works for Deadpool. We're just going to let it ride. And basically what that has done is that has created a marketing campaign that they don't have to pay for. And it works. And it works. Okay, Jack Black's biggest domestic opening, best Super Mario Brothers movie, FSS. For fuck's sake. Anyway, Jason Momoa's biggest best. I know. Jason Momoa's biggest domestic opening as a lead. He made a cameo, but was not the lead in 2016's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Warner Brothers' largest 3-day cumulative in April, beating Clash of the Titans opening 61.2 million. Warner Brothers' biggest Saturday of all time at 60 million, previously Batman vs. Superman. Warner Brothers' biggest Sunday of all time, 46.3 million, previously from Barbie. The only film in box office history to open over 50 million and see no drop Saturday. Instead, it rose by 4%. Beetlejuice dropped 0% from Friday to Saturday, but only opened to 41 million. Overall, biggest industry weekend of 2025 with 205 million. Previously, President's Day weekend, which was a 3-day, and largest since Thanksgiving weekend 2024. Largest PG opening in April, previously held by Super Mario Brothers. Director Jared Hess's biggest opening. Daniel Brooks' biggest opening, previously from Angry Birds. Oh, the director was from Nacho Libre. That makes sense. Jennifer
shit.
Coolidge's biggest opening, previously American Pie 2. Warner Brothers' third largest opening of all time from after Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Batman v Superman. Third biggest opening in April after Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, there was no way it was beating those two. Fourth biggest opening ever for a PG movie after The Lion King, Incredibles 2, and Beauty and the Beast. Second
Which Lion
highest.
King?
Yeah, I'm thinking the quote-unquote live action. Second highest opening for a legendary co-production behind 2015's Jurassic World. Ugh.
Quick heads up. I apparently have a very severe thunderstorm rolling in. I might lose power.
Okay.
That
Thank you.
sucks.
Thank you for the heads up. All right. But moving on from that bit of movie news, let's talk about a different bit of movie news. Dune 3, which is a project I'm very much looking forward to. Apparently, Legendary is circling Robert Pattinson for a new role in the upcoming installment. Could be playing the villain.
Ooh.
Even as Denis Villeneuve puts the finishing touches on the script for the next installment of the Dune franchise, the director already has his sights set on a new addition to the all-star ensemble. While sources close to the project say no formal offer has been presented, Deadline is hearing there's a strong interest in Robert Pattinson joining the cast. Legendary had no comment. The film already features an A-list ensemble that includes Timothée Chalamet, Florence Pugh, and Zendaya, and many are expected to return. Even so, a handful of new roles remain, as with any Dune project, stars are lining up at a chance to appear in the Oscar-winning franchise. While confirmed, sources say Pattinson would play the villain role of Scytale. I'm hoping I'm spelling that right, or saying that right, rather. As Deadline previously reported, the plan is to shoot the film this summer. Villeneuve is returning to direct. Dune is Legacy's expansive multi-format science fiction universe based on Frank Herbert's Hugo Award-winning novel. Okay, we don't have to talk about the rest of that. So yeah, I'm kind of on board with this, especially after seeing, like, I think it's safe to say that the Twilight era is over for this.
And that they're actually getting the recognition they deserve.
Yeah, like the Twilight era of freaking of Robert Pattinson's career is over. Like, we can talk about how good of an actor he is at this point. Especially like when you got a big budget box office smash.
He just
like,
sparkles on screen, dude. He's amazing.
I hate you
These
for
are the
that.
hands of a
It's
killer.
true, though. They didn't even have to add any special effects when they did that in the movie.
Okay, so anyway, like I think he proved to so many people how good of an actor he is with the last Batman movie. That was just so well done. It is 100% real and gritty and crime noir, and it focused on the detective side of him, but it's like also early years Bruce being Batman. It was so interesting. Like, so Fenris, I know you're not big into the superhero stuff, but first off, Batman has no superpowers, so I don't know if that necessarily
He does
qualifies.
have a superpower.
He's
It's
rich.
money.
Yeah, exactly. He's rich. But at the same time, I figured thriller crime noir is kind of like more the vibe. It's like, yeah, it's Batman, but this is definitely more that crime noir solving puzzles and riddles left behind. It's very much in that vein. This is the detective side of Batman, and as opposed to like the beat 'em up style that we're kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong, he beats the shit out of some people, but this is definitely more that detective aspect. We're learning why he's called world's greatest detective, and I figure that's kind of more up your alley.
I'll watch it eventually.
Okay, maybe once I get Max again, we'll do it. All right.
One of these days.
Hey, movie night, baby. But yeah, I after that, it kind of proved to everyone, like, hey, he's more than just this sparkly vampire legacy that everybody's talking about. So I could honestly see him doing a role similar to this. Sorry, partway through this, I realized I never posted on like Twitter and Discord that we were live.
Mm,
Yeah. So
big oopsie.
big oopsie. There you go. All right. That being said, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Would you like to see Robert Pattinson come in and play the villain?
It'd be interesting.
Which
It
villain?
would
That's my
definitely be
question.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
Cytale.
Cytale.
SCYTALE.
Yeah. Don't think I'm too familiar with that one.
To be fair, I haven't read the books,
Same.
so I don't know them. But I mean, just based on what Denis Villeneuve has done with the first two films, he has my faith in this. If he cast Robert Pattinson, then for whatever role, then I believe Robert Pattinson was correct for the role. That's what I'm
Fair.
getting out of this. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, we can move on to the next one if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, it's this one. Yes. All right. All right. If you don't feel old yet, don't worry. We'll make you. Goofy movie is officially 30 years old as of this year. Bill Farmer and Jason Marsden, affectionately Goofy and Max, got together. And what's even cooler is they actually had like a car made up specifically for this that looks exactly like the one in the Goofy movie, including with all the junk tied up on top.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing.
That's so cool. And so they had the two actors go in to the car, and I think they drove around a lot, just like the lot for it, and then got some footage. They definitely have some footage that looks like they're driving on the road, but I don't think they're on the road actually driving with how they're turning and
Green
talking to
screen
one another.
and
I think, yeah.
technology nowadays.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it looks really, really good. I'm here for it. But yeah, it's kind of a just chat back and forth between the two of them and just reminiscing, talking about stuff. Of course, the first thing that they asked is, how did Bill get the job of voicing Goofy? And he's just like, well, I kind of just, got a call from my agent going, hey, can you do a decent Goofy? And he's like, yeah. But yeah, I really like this. Of course, this is gonna tug on my heartstrings. This is like one of those movies that hit me at kind of the right time. This was shortly after I lost my father, and Goofy reminded me a lot of my dad. And as I said before, I have cried in front of Bill Farmer, thanking him for his work in this movie and how much it kind of reminded me of my dad who I'd lost. And there's nothing. What is it that Jay said? There's nothing sadder than watching a fat man weep, and I'm that fat man that was weeping. There's nothing sadder than watching a fat man weep, and I'm like, yep, that's me. Yep. Anyway, but yeah, guys, any Goofy movie stories that you want to share? Any memorable moments?
It's just a good movie is all I could say.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
seen it like
I wasn't
good
I
100
wasn't
times.
I wasn't asking for your impressions of the movie. I'm like, what are some things that like
That's
you personally
literally
that
all I
attached
can
to you?
say though.
Oh.
I guess because I was young, I was kind of young when it came out, and like watching it, and I always, I don't know, it just, it sounds so mean. Because I
Oh, yeah.
hated the way Goofy was treating him. It's just like, let him be him. Like, stop trying to like shoehorn what you want to do. Like, you're not listening to what Max wants.
Which is funny because like when you're young, you tend to side with Max, but as you get older, you start realizing, oh no, wait, I side with Goofy.
I mean, that's me with The Little Mermaid. Because when I was younger, I'd be like, no, let her go see her man. And as an adult, you're 16, go to your room.
Fair.
But no, you start to see things more from, and they're like, oh, as a parent, you tend to like see things more from Goofy's point of view. I'm like, I have no kids, I still see things from Goofy's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's an
And
age
besides,
thing.
it's not like Goofy was doing anything, overly protective or anything
Yep.
like that. He was just trying to be there with his kid. Yeah,
The
in a childish
animatronic
kind of
thing.
way, but at least he was trying.
I love the fat Elvis in the background of that diner. That's so funny.
The
Oh, yeah.
possums.
The
The
possums.
possums everywhere.
Dude, okay. When somebody says Five Nights at Freddy's, I immediately picture the possum park from the Goofy movie. I'm like, that would be way
Honestly,
creepier.
that would be scarier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That'd be way creepier.
Have those mangled looking possum things running around.
Yeah. Little
Ah.
possum pal.
The bite of what was it? The bite of 87 or something? More like the bite of possum.
Bite of possum.
I'm not a
Oh,
possum.
man.
But yeah, I was really happy about this one. I'm so glad. Anytime I'm reminded at all about the Goofy movie, I am super like, yeah, there it is. There's the crazy animatronic oh my god, I forgot that the kid in there was just as creepy.
Oh, yes.
Ugh. They did a good job. of
Yeah.
making that whole thing.
God.
All right, so, yeah, I'm glad. Any reminder that I get of Goofy movie makes me happy. Wait, are they actually singing it? Wait, hold on.
Not the whole thing, but they do start singing it.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not wrong. Oh no, I absolutely would love to go to a real Powerline concert. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Give us the
Who
guy that
wouldn't?
sang those songs.
Tevin
I
Campbell.
want that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually singing it together in the car. That's so cute.
I'm crying. You're crying.
We're all crying.
The perfect cast. Oh man, that's so good.
Which, oh shit, I need to send that to you. There was a reel I found. 3 guys dressed up as
Uh-huh.
Powerline. They were doing the perfect cast dance to the song. It was
That's so
wonderful.
good. All right, I do need to do the thing of I do need to screen share because there's no way we can't. There's no way we can't. Like, it's on the screen. We have to sing with it. We have to. It's just sacrilege if we don't. So, all right.
But I don't know the song.
I almost forget that what's his name was in there. Principal Mazer. What's up, bruh?
Oh,
Polly Shore.
Polly Shore. That's it.
Yeah.
I got myself a notion. One I know that you'll understand. To keep
the
my
world in
world in
motion.
motion. By reaching out for each other's hands. Might be ever what we should have known all along. Yeah. One way or another.
I love that. I love it.
both
It's a
belong.
road trip. just immediately into Goofy.
Belong.
Oh, look.
Listen to each other's heart. We'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why. For the first time ever, we're seeing it eye to eye. Seeing it eye to eye. Eye to eye.
Oh yeah, this is absolutely CG if they're in the river.
Oh yeah, it's all green screen. You could
It's so
tell
good.
from way earlier.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm like, it looked almost believable, but like as soon as they're in the
For
river,
some
it's
of
like,
the city scenes,
Yeah.
for some of the city scenes, it was a little believable. But once they started hitting the back road, you could clearly see it's like, no, something's not matching up.
I kind of, as sad as this sounds, I kind of wish they'd done like the actual cartoon backgrounds with them driving around in like
Yeah.
That
the
would have
actual
been
car.
more.
Like,
Yeah, that would have
like
been more
seeing
fun.
them like that, and in like that car, like they're the only live action elements. Wow. And then it's like in very kind of Roger Rabbit-esque style. Man, that's
Mhm.
so good. All right.
Smile, darn you, smile.
Smile. All right. But yeah, super excited about that, guys. If you have not seen the Goofy movie, go do yourselves a huge favor. Watch the Goofy movie. It's so good.
Or even
So
just
good.
rewatch it. Reminisce.
Absolutely.
Where's this been made by Meg? And copyright struck? No, we're not copyright struck. You're not actually hearing them. You were just hearing us singing, and us singing is fine. We're fine with that. Yeah.
And also, we were probably so out of sync with each other.
Yeah.
It's not going to be picked up by anything.
Oh, we absolutely were. Yeah, there was a timing delay thing going on. Oh, you were. Well, I know you were joking, but hey, anytime there's something about copyright strikes, we have to take that seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
we get very.
It's a joke to you, but it happens so often to us. It's not funny. This is not.
That's just a typical Tuesday to us now.
Like, we have to, like, immediately when somebody's, like, warning us, hey, copyright, we have to immediately explain why, because we've had to dance around these rules so often. To you, it's a funny joke, but to us, it's Tuesday. All right. So we got all right, first off, the thing I like the most about this Predator trailer is we got the old school music.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, this seems to be like an anthology thing because we're going from different points in time. We got samurai and ninja. We got Vikings. We got World War II pilots.
We got World War One.
Yep. We've got so many different stories happening here, but of course they all like revolve around the Predator hunting something. And I'm gonna be 100%. Some of these things, they're not very sportsman-like. They're not very hunter-like. It's like, this is just absolutely unfair. Your technology is way too powerful. But God damn it, it looks cool. God.
To be fair, that's kind of their point. That is why they are the hunters. And not the hunted. But once, the people, even with their lesser technology and stuff, could match with them, then it became a thing of, okay, we respect you. You're one of us.
Yes, indeed.
Draft knows that's Vietnam.
All right. Any thoughts on this? If I didn't know it was animated, I actually think that's a better choice of it being animated.
Much better choice.
You could make it way more over the top, too.
Also, this is the director that did Prey, which is what brought the Predator franchise back from the brink after so many disappointing films. Again, Prey is the one that takes place in America before America. Like, the natives are the dominant populace here. So, and it was very, very well received. It was so funny because there was that crowd of people trying to say it was woke, and that didn't fly. Yeah, because the main character is female.
So?
Yeah. So okay. So here's all right. So two things that you need to know. There are two audio versions, and they're rather not two audio versions, just two versions, because they filmed this in two different languages. Yeah, they did it in English, and they did it in the native tongue of the people, and everybody that was hired here were natives. So, yeah, so they did it in. Man, I don't know what to tell you. It was just pretty epic. So they did a version that all the Spaniards speak Spanish regardless of which version you're seeing, and you can watch it in the. I don't remember what specific native tongue it was in, but you can watch it in the Native American version with subtitles. And it's not dubbed over in native. It was filmed in native. So they did it
animated.
Huh?
I said, animated.
No. Prey. The movie Prey.
Oh, Prey. Okay, I thought you were talking about this.
No, they filmed it. No. I was talking about Prey, and Prey's on screen right here. But yeah, Prey was filmed live action, and it is the one. We need to bring that up because it's the same director for this one, and damn, I'm looking forward to it, especially because of how well done Prey was.
It looks really interesting. Also, I need to run because I got to use the bathroom. I'm about to piss myself.
Okay. You didn't have anything to say about Dogma anyway, right?
Probably not. I don't even know what it is.
Fenris, please tell me you know what Dogma is.
It was
What's
a great
Dogma?
movie.
It's great. Okay. What is Dogma? Okay. Okay.
Imagine Jay and Silent Bob fight angels.
Who's Jay and Silent Bob?
Okay. Yeah. 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 You really didn't have much of a childhood, did you?
I mean, I was in the hospital for most of it, so
Okay, well now that you're not in the hospital, we gotta catch you up on stuff.
Yeah.
You ready? I'm screen sharing. I'm gonna show you the thing for Dogma. It's the 25th anniversary. of Dogma.
Really?
Yeah. What?
Fuck.
That Dogma's 25 years old?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Are you looking at the
Mhm.
screen
Now I
share?
know how my dad feels.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I'd watch this. This is cool.
Yeah, the cast list is kind of insane.
When he used to make good movies.
Dude,
I would watch this.
just the fact of George Carlin being a fucking bishop is hilarious.
Remember, it's
I would
back in
watch
theaters
this.
unless it gets banned again.
Unless it gets banned again, that's beautiful.
It did get banned for I think
It
like
did.
5 years.
Yeah, it did. Snoogans. And so you go. There you go. The two quote unquote prophets, Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. So, dude, that's so. I'm so looking forward to that. That's so good. If you have not seen Dogma, we gotta do a movie night of that because that's so funny. I mean, just
Wait, it's coming back in theaters in June.
I
right?
am recognizing like so many memes and clips though.
yeah. Oh no, absolutely. So okay. So first off,
Oh, yeah.
you've got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got
Already-
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. All right, Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, so Jay and Silent Bob, Chris Rock, Salma Hayek, Jason Lee. If you've watched Alvin and the Chipmunks, he's Dave,
Or My Name
Dude.
is Earl.
or that. Alan Rickman. Come on. Also, Janine Garofalo was her friend. Linda Fiorentino. If you don't remember, she was Agent K. Or rather, she became the new Agent K, I guess. The
She
lady
was
that had to keep
also-
getting saved in the first Men in Black movie.
Wasn't she
yeah.
also in Scream?
Oh.
I have no idea if she was in Scream.
Okay.
And of course, George Carlin as the bishop, which is fucking hilarious considering how anti-religion he is. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. And they've had George
Dude.
Carlin in a couple movies, which is great.
Fat chip, dirty old
Oh
toy.
God, 69 assholes tied in a knot. Hooray! Lizard
Hey,
shit.
Lizard shit.
Fuck!
Love it.
The 7 words you can't say on television. All right. Anyway, I love that that they considered more. That being said, yeah, if you remember watching Dogma back in the day. Also, this is the movie where Alanis Morissette is God.
Okay.
You need to see it just for that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Oh,
Also,
fuck.
the best part is Alan Rickman plays the Angel Metatron, the voice of God.
Is that who he is? Oh shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's so much funny shit in this movie. It's so good. All right. Now on to the next topic. I think these next two are
They are
easily
mine.
Fenris's. Yeah.
Yep.
And
So
then the first. Go for it.
Legendary Entertainment and Hasbro Entertainment are coming together to bring the mega popular Magic the Gathering property to the big screen with a live action movie. And Deadline reports that Matt Johnson from BlackBerry is being eyed to direct the film. Being eyed to direct the feature film. Fuck, I hate doing this shit sober. The plan here is for this initial Magic the Gathering movie to launch a cinematic universe spanning film and television, with TV series and other content to be developed. Deadline notes that in their exclusive report this afternoon, we hear they've not yet made a formal offer to Matt Johnson, as it's very early days here, but he is the choice to direct. God damn, they need to fucking work better with their wording here. Um, Legendary's Mary Parent said in a statement back in February, "We pride ourselves on being thoughtful caretakers of singular beloved IPs, and no property better fits that description than Magic the Gathering. Alongside the fantastic Hasbro team, we look forward to creating a multimedia universe that thrills long-standing fans and creates a broad wave of new ones." Hasbro's Zev Foreman said at the time, "This is an exciting and complementary partnership uniting one of the world's most iconic brands with a powerful and proven steward. Magic the Gathering has inspired decades of epic world building and creative storytelling. It is a perfect match for Legendary's diversified approach to marquee IP, and we are excited to work together to build a whole new Magic the Gathering universe." A tabletop and collectible card game, Magic the Gathering was created by Richard Garfield in 1993, with the property reportedly generating $1 billion in revenue on an annual basis. That's why it's called Cardboard Crack.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to bother reading what Wikipedia explains, because Wikipedia's half lies.
Well, from the little bit I've read, it's kind of got some of it right.
It's Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
I mean, fair. But I'm very, very interested in this. More
It's weird.
interested in what direction they're going to take this.
It's weird to know that they're trying to pull a Marvel cinematic universe with this.
Well, I think that is very easy to pull off with the Magic the Gathering series because of the lore and everything around it and how much shit really goes down. But
that's true, but they could very easily mess it up.
Oh, extremely. Because honestly, Magic the Gathering needs to be more serious than Dungeons and Dragons.
It is a very, very serious lore in that. Almost as serious as Warhammer.
Yeah. So if they take it in more of a Dungeons and Dragons-esque kind of approach, it's not that it won't work, it's that it's going to be weird. Because so much dark shit happens in this, in the lore. Now, to be fair, the lore does also get funky because planeswalkers literally travel through not only, different planes and spaces, entirely different fucking dimensions, which is why you get Hatsune Miku, fucking My Little Pony, Power Rangers, all these other cards. It makes sense in world and in lore, but
I'm sorry, but the best dimension is the goat dimension.
Yes.
Fucking roll that dice. Anything but what you need, you get a goat token.
Mm-hmm. So funny.
I've killed so many enemies using an army of 40 goat tokens because they're 1/1s.
Where are they gonna start this?
Yeah, that is.
Who are we going to follow?
That itself is going to be a very difficult choice to begin with, unless it's like, a movie that brings all the planeswalkers together in like an epic clash, and then have the TV series or other spin-off movies focus on each individual planeswalker up to the main movie.
Either that or the movie itself could focus on one planeswalker's origin, but it could be a mid to later planeswalker who meets some of the others who had a beginner start.
That is very true. That there's several different avenues they could go with this. Uh,
Yeah.
I see Richie is muted because he's probably not even bothering listening to us. Nerd out on this shit.
Yeah. This is so interesting. What's funny is for the longest time, I mean, fair. But for the longest time, I thought there should have been like an animated show or something similar in vein to fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I learned more about the lore, and I'm like, so that's why there ain't shit.
Yeah, it's if you want a very dark and bloody anime, that would be perfect for it.
Yes, 100%. Cause the lore on this shit does not pull punches.
No, it
Liliana
does
over
not.
there, she has a very tragic story. And because of
That
her,
is true,
Garuk is
bro.
the way he is. And then
I think
there's that automaton in the back, the gray looking dude. He's got a very sad story.
I think Jace has like the most optimistic story out of them all, and it's not that
It
optimistic.
really isn't. God, this is gonna be so interesting. Okay, we're just gonna have to see what else is brought up with this.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my eye out on this to see if I can find any more uploads, because
Mm-hmm.
holy fuck.
It is so interesting.
Okay, on to the next one.
Yeah.
Heads of Warner Brothers have given a soft confirmation that Beetlejuice 3 is in the works. The legacy sequel to the 1988 Tim Burton film, which stars Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and Jenna Ortega, among others, garnered generally positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and grossed $451 million. Kicking off with the dark death of Charles Dietz, Lydia returns to Winter River with her daughter Astrid, and before long, the titular demon's name is said thrice and chaos ensues. Speaking with Deadline, WB CEOs Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi have revealed that Beetlejuice 3 is in development. The former says that the initial stages to the threequel should start soon, but that the ink might not be dry on the deals yet. Abdi added updates and shared excitement for other projects, including a new Matrix penned by Drew Goddard and Amblin and Chris Columbus's joint efforts in new installments for the Gremlins and Goonies franchises. Oh, I'm curious about those two as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's skip down here.
Chris Columbus made the originals, just so you know.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see. While Beetlejuice's reviews weren't quite as strong as the original, with the sequel holding a 75% score from critics on Rotten Tomatoes and a popcorn meter of 79%, compared to the original's 83%, 82%, the film was still considered a great time at the theaters for longtime fans and newcomers. It grossed $111 million domestically in its opening weekend, exceeding WB's expectations,
Yeah, it
which
was
had
good.
ranged from 80 to 90 million, but essentially matched the industry expectations, which were about 110 million. The Legacy sequel went on to make almost 500 million at the global box office, reflecting its strong fan base and its creative team's ability to continue an over 3 decade long story that was well suited for modern audiences. The sequel's stacked cast of newcomers like Ortega's Astrid, Justin Theroux's Rory, Monica Bellucci's Dolores, and Willem Dafoe's Wolf Jackson. I did not know Willem Dafoe was in there. Fuck, I really need to see this movie.
Yes, he
Me
was in
too.
the second movie. He was so good. I have it. We can watch it.
Fuck yes!
I would love that.
Yeah,
Put it on the wall.
I will.
Could have garnered more hype for the Beetlejuice sequel, though the film didn't need it. All aside, WB CEOs have rightfully acknowledged the franchise's potential in Beetlejuice, according to the brief but promising update. The prospect of another installment in the Beetlejuice cinematic universe is appealing, however, it's prudent to be aware of the risks that a direct sequel poses. Fans and critics are always wary of the possibility of the franchise's originality being diminished with Beetlejuice 3's development, afraid that staying too close in the franchise will make the magic fade away. While the sequel was a commercial success, its critics of not adding to the original stuffed narrative, over reliance on nostalgia, and lack of emotional depth might be hard for some to ignore. And then the last is just the personal thoughts on the author. But I really hope they do name this one Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
They have to. Like, if they don't,
Because we've summoned.
It would be a major missed opportunity.
it really would.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything in the article. Like, I am honestly surprised that we're getting confirmation of development this quickly after the second one.
All right. So moving on to the next one. Who wants to talk about the Godzilla Kong sequel? Okay, everybody just jump in there all at once. Appreciate it.
Next Godzilla and Kong sequel film cast. How do you pronounce that name?
I have no idea.
Alicia Debnam Carey.
Yeah. Entertainment news website Deadline reported on Wednesday that Alicia Debnam Carey, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, ma'am, will join the cast of the planned sequel to Godzilla X Kong: The Empire, the newest part of the Warner Brothers and Legendary Entertainment's MonsterVerse franchise. The most recently reported addition to the cast is Matthew Modine. Modin?
Hold on. Yeah,
The
sure.
film also cast actress Caitlin Dever, who will play the brother of Devon's character. The Hollywood Reporter adds that Dan Stevens is returning from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire as the monster veterinarian trapper. That is an interesting title. And also reported that Delroy Lindo is joining the cast. Lindo will reportedly play the boss of Dever's character. Grant Sputor?
I have
Sputor.
no idea.
Sure, let's go with that.
Will direct the film.
Why is it that we have no issue pronouncing like Korean and Japanese names, but when it comes to English names, we're like, how the fuck do we say this shit?
No, we absolutely do have trouble saying those names.
Honestly, Japanese names are easy because like they don't have the weird rules of like, oh no, it's AUX or whatever. It's pronounced like oh.
Yeah.
But with Japanese, it's simple. UCHO, guess what? That's ho. UCME, guess what? That's meh. UCMI, guess what? That's me.
Exactly.
It's okay. Who finally took first base?
What's on second?
I don't know. It's on third.
Tomorrow.
No, that's left fielder.
Was that
The
left field?
movie.
I thought tomorrow was the catcher. Was the pitcher or the catcher? I don't remember. No, the pitcher.
I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch
don't
the
know.
skit.
Same. No. Yeah, it's one of them is today, one of them's tomorrow.
And
So
I
forget
don't
which.
give a darn. Oh, that's our
shortstop.
Yeah.
Such a good punchline. Ah.
All right. Moving on to gaming news. We have to start off with
Hooray.
Nintendo again.
Yay.
Oh boy. Okay.
Of course.
I'm not taking any of the gaming stuff. Y'all can have it. Go.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo revealed last week the pre-order lottery details in Japan for its recently announced Nintendo Switch 2 console. Lottery pre-orders for the new console will begin on April 24th in retailers and online stores across Japan. However, these consoles at general retail outlets will only support Japanese language and accounts. There is also a more expensive multi-language version, similar to the version sold overseas, exclusively sold through Japan's My Nintendo Store online. The My Nintendo Store's pre-order lottery for the multi-language edition began on April 4th and will continue until April 16th, but it requires specific criteria for customers. Those who wish to enter the pre-order lottery through the My Nintendo Store must meet the following criteria: Must have played Nintendo Switch software for at least 50 hours, excluding trial versions and free software, as of February 28th, 2025. Must have been a member of Nintendo Switch Online for at least 1 year at the time of application, and must have an active account at the time of application. For members of a family plan, only the purchaser of the voucher is eligible to meet the above conditions. Only those whose Nintendo account's country region setting is Japan can apply and purchase. Lottery winners will be announced on April 24th. Pre-order payments must be made between April 24th and May 7th at 11 a.m. Japanese Standard Time. Additional information regarding the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order lottery is available through the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order lottery purchase agreement. The above measures are likely to prevent scalpers from purchasing any Nintendo Switch 2s through the My Nintendo store, much less more than one. Sony implemented a similar system when the company released the 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro Edition for pre-orders in September 2024. Nintendo told GameStop and other retailers on Friday that has postponed pre-orders for its Switch 2 system in the United States to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. This also resulted in a delay for pre-orders in Canada. Nintendo will release the new Switch 2 console worldwide on June 5th. Switch 2 features, that's other stuff we already know.
Yep. We did a lot of talking about this last week, so I don't think we
Yep.
need to cover Nintendo again. Also, even though it shows him in the call, Fenris. Oh, there he goes. The
There he
power
goes.
drop for Fenris. The power drop for
Oh
Fenris. So, there
no.
we go.
Oh no.
All right, and you can take the second Nintendo Switch pre-order thing, too.
Okay.
Yep.
Nintendo confirmed on Tuesday that pre-orders for its Switch 2 system in Canada has been delayed to align with its postponement of US pre-orders. The June 5th launch date remains unchanged. The company announced on Friday that pre-orders for the system would be delayed in the United States from the initial April 9th date to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo had announced the global April 9th pre-order date, that US $450 price, and other details for its Switch 2 launch on April 2nd at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. U.S. President Donald Trump formally announced new tariff taxes on imports 7 hours later after U.S. stock markets closed. Stocks in the United States, Japan, and elsewhere have dropped across the board since. Nintendo had already been shifting part of the original Switch's production from China to Vietnam since 2019 during Trump's first term. The Financial Times reported that factories in Vietnam and Cambodia now make more than half of Nintendo's hardware, destined for the United States, and the company has stockpiled hundreds of thousands of Switch 2 systems in the United States early, partly in anticipation of the tariffs. Do you want me to go through the background on the tariffs?
No.
Okay.
I think at this point we're pretty well aware of what's going on with the tariffs.
Yeah, and how fucky things are going.
Yeah. All right. That being said, it's sad because this one is Fenris's.
Oh
In fact,
no.
yeah. In fact, the two Pow World ones are also Fenris's.
I could read for him.
Go for it.
Take it away.
All right, so it's the lawsuit one.
Yeah.
Ubisoft holds firm in the Crew lawsuit. You don't own your own video games. Plaintiffs bring up a new claim too in amended complaint. Ubisoft responded to California gamers the Crew shutdown lawsuit in late February, filing to dismiss the case. The company's lawyers argued that in filing, reviewed by Polygon, that there were no reason for players to believe they were purchasing unfettered ownership rights to the game. Ubisoft has made it clear, lawyers claimed, that when you buy a copy of The Crew, you're merely buying a limited access license. Frustrated with Ubisoft's recent decision to retire the game following a notice period de-
Delineated.
delineated, thank you,
Mhm.
on the product's packaging, plaintiffs apply a kitchen sink approach on behalf of a punitive class of nationwide customers, allega- a- alleging 8 causes of action, including violations of California's false advertising law, unfair competition law, and Consumer Legal Remedies Act, as well as common law fraud and breach of warranty claims, Ubisoft's lawyers wrote. Ubisoft claimed The Crew, its open world racing game, in 2014 and shut down its servers a decade later in 2024 due to server infrastructure and licensing constraints. Because The Crew was online only, it meant the game became totally unplayable when the servers were shut or turned off. Ubisoft offered refunds to players who recently purchased the game, but lots of people were unable to get refunds. The majority of players likely purchased the game much earlier. Throughout Ubisoft's response, the company lawyers argued that, along with the licensing issue, that the plaintiffs don't have a case, be it because of a statute of limitations, no real con- cogno-
Cognizable.
cognizable injury, and what they describe as inadequate arguments. Included in the response are a few pictures of the crew's video game packaging, presented to prove that Ubisoft has labeled at least some of its versions with a licensing note. It's been it's been bleh. It's long been the case with digital media that companies are licensing their games rather than selling them outright. And it's not something that's been totally obvious to all. And it's becoming a bigger issue as technology ages and games like The Crew get shut down. To mitigate the issue, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a California bill into law in 2024 to force companies to more prominently display a note that consumers are buying a license and don't technically own the game itself. Dang, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On March 18th, the plaintiffs responded with an amended complaint to address the issues brought up by Ubisoft and added an additional accusation that Ubisoft is breaking rules around the sales of gift certifications, something they argued the crew's currency could be considered. In California, gift cards can't expire, and the argument that Ubisoft broke that law when the crew was shut down rendered the credits expired. The plaintiff's lawyer argued that the crew's currency system meets all the requirements to be considered a gift certificate or gift card. Replying to Ubisoft's argument that the statute of limitations is up, the plaintiffs responded with their own photos of the crew's packaging, which states that the activation code for the game doesn't expire until 2099. That's an example of how Ubisoft implied that the crew would remain playable during this time and long thereafter, per the amended complaint. There was no reason to suggest the crew would be shut down, the lawyer said, until 2023 when the game was announced to be shut down, so the statute of limitations is not up. With the new additions of the amended complaint that brings up gamers' claims of wrongdoing up to 9 counts, they're asking the courts to certify the class action lawsuit. Ubisoft has until April 29th to respond once again.
Yes, my favorite month, November.
November. La, 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 la.
It's like listening to Sonic Reed.
No, Sonic's still worse.
I'm sorry. I'll go in my corner now.
No,
No,
you
you're
are
good.
fine.
You're
You are
fine. You're
perfectly fine. You like.
We deal with worse. All right.
I
so
did my
guys,
best.
You did perfect.
You did
were
good.
wonderful.
You were fine. You don't gotta worry about that stuff.
It comes with practice. Me and Richie we fumbled a lot more in the early days of Anime Church, believe it or
Oh
not.
yeah, we still fumble. Don't worry about it.
Oh, tons.
I need to play the new updates for Phasmophobia.
Well,
I've yet to see the new. I've yet to see the new redone Bleasdale Farmhouse.
We need to play with. All right. So another reason you need a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So plug that real quick.
I need a PC. Give me monies, please. Thank you.
I mean,
I don't know.
like,
I mean, it's straightforward. I don't know if it's gonna work as well. Explain why
I don't know
you
how-
need a PC.
So that I can do more gaming stuff with
What- no, no.
everybody. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Teach
What
me.
happened to your laptop?
It went bye-bye. It won't really run
How-
games all that much. I can't really stream big games without it like throwing a conniption fit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Spider, unlike you, they could play games and stream on the channel.
Yeah, I could play on the
different.
channel. I could host my own. I want to take over Saturdays.
You want to take over Saturdays on the channel?
Yes, I do. I don't know what I want to do with it just yet, but I've
But
been
the
like
problem is you need-
toying.
But the problem is you'd need like a PC to do that.
Yeah,
To play
but like I've been
games,
toying. I've been
speed,
toying with an idea of like
YouTuber.
having it be like random. Saturday da 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 or something. Like I've been.
Gotcha.
It's in the early stages.
Sleepy
I was actually gonna come to
Saturdays.
you. Yeah, I was actually gonna come to you and be like, Richie, help.
I could help you with the alliteration, no problem.
Eee.
It's too bad. It's too bad we don't have a day that starts with C, or we could do cozy something. But
Oh, that'd be so cute.
yeah, sleepy Saturdays, somber Saturdays. Uh, if we just played Satisfactory, I'd call it Satisfactory Saturday. But
Tired
Oh, that's
Tuesday,
cool.
tired
Tired
Thursday.
no, you don't say tired Thursday. It's got to be a th. That's the alliteration.
Sleepy.
Sleepy.
Sleepy Thursday.
Sleepy Thursday.
Sleepy Saturday.
I'm Thor. You're Thor? Well, it hurts.
Well, it hurts.
Yeah. What was it? It'd be Therapeutic Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Westing Wednesday,
No, we have Wacky Wednesday.
but it's good to West.
But no, we're not going with a theme of like sleepiness and chill. We're going with a theme of it has to work with alliterations, and that doesn't quite. Changing a word to make it that way may work on someone else's channel, but not necessarily this one.
Saturday.
Especially because like we're not exactly relaxing depending on what anime we're watching. You know,
That's true.
it's more like watch along Wednesday.
Which is kind of what I already do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm pointing out. That's why I'm like
Is it?
it's kind of just watch along Wednesdays.
I
Which, by
wanna
the way,
watch.
guys, if you don't know, Moon is doing watch-alongs on Wednesdays. We
Hi.
don't put them on VODs. We don't keep them on the channel. So if you miss it live,
The only
you
thing we
miss it.
do is I do a review at the end of every one, but you do not get to see any clips or anything. You don't get to see my
until
reaction.
Monday. Until Monday, you don't see the review. Yeah. Because Monday, also later today, I'm gonna try and put out the review of T-Bait episode 2. Yeah.
That episode. That episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I need episode 3 stat.
Oh, okay. So in a good way, not a I hate this fucking animation kind of way.
Yeah, you couldn't tell?
No,
What?
I could not.
Yeah, no. He's only been excited for it. He wants more.
Okay, cool.
I need it.
Also, Hoshi will be back next week on the reviews. You were not available for the review this time because family stuff.
No. E.
So it's gonna be swapped around. Our anime only next week is gonna be Hoshi, and Fenris will not be able to join us. So that will be a thing. All right. But yeah, this is basically the Easter update. I'm gonna quickly go through some stuff. So yeah, we got the little rabbit thing is back.
Nice.
The little jack-o'-rabbit thingy is back. They have made some improvements on the community goals and the personal goals. That's kind of where we're at.
I wish we would have a new map though.
Well, they are working on one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's one of the things they were talking about, making a new small map. But yeah, the Easter stuff is coming out. You can look at the patch notes or rather the update notes on Steam. I just wanted to talk about this because we got an upcoming Easter event and a lot of us play Phasmo, and I figured that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But then I realized we can't talk about the video. Though I will, this is my plug. Go to Imsum's channel. They are a Phasmo streamer. He does a lot of breakdowns on different ghost types and stuff. So if you want to learn how to play Phasmo effectively, there you go. I did see the AI presidents thing of them playing Demonologist and Phasmo, and I was like, this is going to be funny. And I clicked on it, and I was like, yeah, this isn't nearly as interesting as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. I guess I like them in more clip format, rather than like an hour-long thing. There's
Fair.
only so much shit-talking presidents I can deal with in one sitting. All right, Pow World stuff. Okay, we'll talk a bit about this. Pow World creators sign up to publish a cozy horror delivery sim, Truckful, in which the forest is entirely safe. Palworld developers Pocket Pair have announced their next gig as a fledgling games publisher. They're palling up with Mythic Owl to release the latter's jaunty delivery sim, Truckful, in which absolutely nothing waits for you in the woods, in which there are no ghost trucks, no hidden paths, misty wetlands, unforgiving marches, and dusty quicklands. Do not tell the stories of the past waiting to be discovered. Here's the trailer. And then they show a trailer. At first, Truckful is a jolly 3D roadster with boisterous cargo physics, viewed as a slanted side-on perspective. It's about stacking your flatbed high with loose objects such as pianos and vases, then trying to transport them safely across the rough roads of this idyllic countryside setting. Reminds me a little bit of the village where I grew up, except that there don't seem to be as many obnoxious middle-aged townies on racing bicycles, though you do encounter a lot of chatty pedestrians, some of whom need a lift. The local forest also reminds me of a scrawny oak corpse, the road from my childhood home, except that I don't recall the roots being big enough to drive up, and I don't remember the sun ever vanishing like a swallowed candle. All right. Having Pocket Pair on board as a publisher means that Mythic Owl have more money to blow on bonus moving parts. With Pocket Pair support, you can expect that many great gameplay features we are cooking during past couple of months will make it to the game, as its development is now fully funded and secure. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, and in case you're worried about the money that Pocket Pair is throwing, how does Pocket Pair spend all that Palworld money that they made? Dev said that they can take risks even if we don't know what we're doing, trusting the CEO has squirreled away enough to keep us alive. You know that money makes the world go round. Money can't buy happiness. Money doesn't grow on trees, and a million other pithy things that remind us of, however cruelly, that money is a hassle that comes with being alive. Well, unless you're Palworld developer Pocket Pair, which is so flush with cash, it's allowed to recklessly flush its coffers down the toilet from time to time. Pocket Pair manager John Bucky Buckley told Games Radar at GDC 2025 that Pocket Pair is sort of terrible at managing its reserves, but that Palworld's healthy amount of generation allows the company to take financial risks. We're all kind of very new at this, Bucky says. We're a very young company. Obviously, a lot of that money goes right back into hiring new people and expanding the company to keep up with the demand. As far as publishing goes, we didn't set any budgets or anything. We're just gonna kind of keep spending money until we feel we've reached the point where we should just wait and see what happens. We're just the kind of company where ideas look really cool, Bucky continued. And it's not until someone hands you the invoice that you're like, oh, right, of course, this costs a lot. To be fair, though, I kind of love that. Creativity first, money later. I'm kind of on board with that, even though I understand that's a big problem in some ways. Luckily, Pocket Pair's spending problem is to the player's benefit. The developer's new publishing arm is already looking like an indie gaming ideal? Having just announced a gorgeous truck sim with enough haunted New England appeal to steal away several of my weekends. I don't want to toot our own horn or anything, Bucky told Games Radar, but we're obviously in a very comfortable position right now where we can afford to be a bit experimental and we can offer to take risks. Our CEO is an incredibly intelligent guy, and I'm confident that even if we do spend more than we should, he's squirreled away enough to keep us alive for a while. So there we go. That's pretty cool. Also, hi, Amy.
Hello, hello.
Moon, you want to take this next one?
Sure. Ooh. Webtoon-based mobile game Tower of God New World collaborates with HoloLive. On April 1st, are we sure it's real then? Korean game developer and publisher Netmarble released a promotional video of Tower of God New World, revealing an upcoming collaboration with HoloLive, the Japanese VTuber group. The announcement is not an April Fool's Day joke, despite the date of announcement, as Netmarble had been teasing the announcement since late March.
Thank you for
The newly
clarifying that, typing
yeah,
person. Yeah.
for real. The newly unveiled promotional video gives fans a first look at two new SSR plus grade collaborative teammates joining the game: Hololive Mori Calliope and
Calliope.
Calliope and Hololive's Tokoyomi Towa. Players can look forward to adding these new characters to their rosters when the special collaboration event launches on April 9th. In addition to showcasing new characters, the promo video teases an exclusive story event starring the Hololive teammates and a variety of in-game events offering rewards. A limited edition collaboration costume is also featured.
Okay.
Tower of God New World is a collectible card RPG. That's backstory stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I was gonna be. That's why I said okay, because I was trying to stop you, and then you just kept going.
I never heard you say okay.
I said okay. That's it. I was
You
like,
did.
okay.
I didn't hear it.
All right. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure that's not the first time that she's been called Calliope.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, Calliope Mori, the daughter of death. Yeah. She calls.
You should have
her-
heard how I pronounced Greek names the first time I ever heard them.
Oh boy, no, I don't. I'm okay with not knowing. Also,
Oh yeah, I'm
she
not
calls
proud
her-
of it.
She calls her fans or her chat the Deadheads. Yeah.
Cool.
She sings a lot. She was the one that we were talking about that had the song on the Suicide Squad Isekai.
Cool.
Yeah, that's her.
It's a bop. I
The
like it.
pink-haired girl. That's her.
Mm.
Calliope Mori. Anyway, you should definitely see some of the videos that she has with Gura, especially when they're talking about like Bang energy drink flavors and boobies. So very, very funny. Very, very funny.
I like
stuff
boobies.
there. Mori father Calliope. No. All right. On to the next thing. Manga with biggest first printings from Kodansha, Shogakukan, and Shueisha from 2024 to 2025. The reason I bring this up, even though we normally don't talk about this, is because look at what's number one on Kodansha.
Nice.
Yep. The May issue of Tsukuru Shupan's Tsukuru magazine published a chart on Monday listing the top 15 manga volumes for three major publishers, Kodansha, Shogakukan, and Shueisha, as the last 12 months based on first printings. The chart reflects the first print runs from volumes released between April 2024 through March 2025. All right. So, Kodansha, their top 15 is number 1, Slime, volume 26, with 450,000 copies. Blue Lock, volume 29, with 400K. Chikawa, volume 7, with 300,000. Space Brothers, volume 44, with 235K. Blue Lock, episode Nagi, volume 4, with 210K. What Did You Eat Yesterday, with volume 23, with 210K. Land of the Lustrous, volume 13, 190K. In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, volume 8, 165K. The Heroic Legend of Arslan. Wait, that's still going? Okay. For those unaware, the Heroic Legend of Arslan is the series from the author of Full Metal Alchemist, and this is his work after FMA. With 150.5K. Windbreaker, volume 21, with 150K. A Side of Affection, volume 11, 125K. Grand Blue, volume 22, with 120K. Blue Period,
Ew.
volume 16, with 120K. There's no oxygen in that. You can be fine. MF Ghost, motherfucking Ghost, volume 20, with 120K. And Hajime no Ippo, once again, that one's still going. And wow. All right, if people think that One Piece is long. They have no idea how long JoJo has been going.
Yeah.
And Ippo has been going on since 89. Like, if you look at the manga count of chapters for One Piece and you're intimidated, I double dog dare you to take a look at the chapter count for Case Closed.
Yeah,
Or
Detective
just
Conan. Yeah.
or just the anime, or just the anime count for Case Closed / Detective Conan,
God,
because
so
they hit
much.
1,000 before One Piece did by at
Mhm.
least 2 years. So yeah, 115K for Hajime no Ippo. Then we move to Shogakukan. Number one, not surprising here, Freerin, Volume 14 with 700K. Then Detective Conan, Volume 106 with 600K. You know you've got a long-lasting series if you're up to Volume 106 and you're still doing 600K in your
Oh
first
yeah.
printing. Don't Call It Mystery, Volume 14 with
Now what am I supposed to
450K.
call it?
Thriller, suspense.
Daryl.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this name. Volume 19 with 220K.
Kusuria no
I'm not gonna. No,
Hitorigoto.
no, I didn't ask for help with it.
That's all I was gonna do.
Yeah, okay. Uh, Aoashi, Volume 38 with 200K. Mix, Volume 22 with 195K. Blue Giant Momentum, Volume 2 with 135K. Firefly Wedding, Volume 4 with 125K. The Detective Conan Special, Volume 1 at 110K. Kubo Ubiki, Great Game,
Ibuki.
Volume 3. Yeah, Ibuki, sorry. Volume 13, 102K. Major Second. Oh, that's such a good anime.
As opposed
It's
to the major first.
No, the first one's just called Major.
Ah, fair.
Yeah,
What about Major
it's
3?
Major and then Major Second because it deals with their kids.
Ah.
Yeah. If this is the one I'm thinking of, all right, I can't remember which one it is, but there is a baseball anime that is very like wholesome, and it's drawn in kind of like that no sharp edges wholesome style that like just looking at it gives you kind of that calming feeling. It's really good. Anyway, Major Second, Volume 28, 92K. Love Phantom, Volume 13, 90K. Comey Can't Communicate, Volume 33, 82K. Blue Orchestra, Volume 12, 80K. And Detective Conan, for the third time around, Volume 1. Detective Conan, Heiji and Kazuha, New Selection, Volume 1, 80K. Now, we move to Shueisha, or better known as the Jump section. One Piece, Volume 109, 3.2 million. Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 29, 1.8 million. Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 30, 1.8 million. Spy Family, Volume 14, 1.3 million. Hunter x Hunter, Volume 38, 1.3 million. Kingdom, Volume 72, 930K. My Hero Academia, Volume 42, 850K. Oshinoko, Volume 16, 550K. Kaiju number 8, Volume 12, 500K. Chainsaw Man, Volume 17, 500K. One Punch Man, Volume 31, 440K. World Trigger, Volume 27, 420K. The JoJo Lands, Volume 3,
What?
340K. Dr. Stone,
Oh,
Volume
it's okay.
27, 300K. Dragon Ball Super 23, Volume 23, 270K. And Real, Volume 16, 250K. So,
Real.
yeah. I don't know. That sounds like fake news.
Heh.
All right. On to that. Let's talk about a little bit of con drama. Moon, do you want this one?
Sure.
Okay. Go for it.
Ohio-based anime convention, OhioCon, announced plans to hold the 2026 event amid its court battle with the organizers of the new Ohio-based convention, SekaiCon. The civil lawsuit, which was filed in January, is currently in the discovery phase with discussions ongoing. OhioCon organizers sought a temporary restraining order shortly after filing, which was extended to February 28th. The court also ordered both parties to refrain from further public commentary regarding the parties involved on February 19th. The organizers of SekaiCon, Sekai Guild, responded with a counterclaim on March 5th, denying the complaints in the initial suit. The Cultural Exchange Society, the owners of OhioCon, responded on April 2nd, denying Sekai Guild's claims. While legal proceedings are moving forward, a clause in the recent discovery process allows for the possibility of a settlement between the parties involved up to and including the close of the trial. The court documents also indicate the parties involved will likely seek a settlement conference with the court. The proposed timeline in the court document suggests the legal proceedings could extend into May 2026 with a jury trial should the complaint remain unresolved. The OhioCon 2025 event ran from January 31st to February 2nd this year. SakaiCon will run from April 11th to 13th at Newark near Columbus. Do I need to read the rest of this or?
I don't think so. Though they should just be glad that it's in this world and not another one, because then it'd be Isekai Con. Yeah, Sekai Con just basically means World Con.
Yes, it does.
Yep. All right. Moving on. This is the one I'm very sad that we don't have Fenris here for.
No.
You know what? Hoshi, you get this one.
The mobile suit one.
Yeah, the Gundam one.
Hooray!
Talk mech to us.
I'll do my best.
Talk nerdy to us.
Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin manga gets deluxe edition. All right. Kodansha USA announced on Monday that it is publishing a deluxe edition of Yoshikazu Yasuhiko and Hajime Yatate's Mobile Suit Gundam Yatate. Mobile Suit Gundam's The Origin manga. The hardcover edition features a faux leather debossed cover with a 7.5-inch by 10-inch trim size. Kodansha USA is listing a fall release for the first volume, while its distributor, Penguin Random House, is listing August 12th.
Those damn penguins.
You want me to do the story part, or?
No, I'll do it. Kodansha USA describes the story. In a world of Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin.
Dun dun.
It is the year Universal Century 0079. In a space colony, the Earth Federation is storing and testing a new piloted robot for use in the battle against the Principality of Zeon. The experimental RX-78 Gundam mobile suit is scheduled to be transported to Federation Command in Jaburo, deep within the Brazilian jungles. Unfortunately, before the transporter would arrive, the Federation would come under attack from Zeon.
Why am I wanting to hear this with Zap Brannigan's voice?
Why? Why did you have to say something like that?
Because I don't know. You're just reading it. I'm just like, if this was read by Zap Brannigan, it would be hilarious.
In the world of Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin, it is the year Universal Century 0079. You got that, Kip? All right.
Yes, sir.
In a space colony, the Earth Federation is storing and testing a new piloted robot for use in the battle against the Principality of Zeon. Those dirty bastards. I bet they don't even wear shorts. The experimental RX-78 Gundam mobile suit is scheduled to be transported to Federation Command in Jaburo, deep within the Brazilian jungles. Unfortunately, before the transporter would arrive, the Federation would come under attack from Zeon. Again, those dirty bastards. With few resources available against the Zeon's most mobile mechs, Federation forces strike back using their weapon, the Mobile Suit Gundam. Caught in the crossfire is a young teen named Amuro Ray. Sounds like a bitch to me. Not willing to see innocent people die. Like this, Amuro crawls into the cockpit of the closest machine around him. To be fair, civilians die all the time. It's just the way of the world or the universe. Right, Kip?
If you say so, sir.
Exactly. Whether it be a tank, jeep, or jet, he was going to use it to help stop this slaughter. And what he happens to slide into is not Leela, sadly. Was another Gundam. Having never operated a machine like this, what are the chances he could do anything to repel an experienced squad of mech piloting invaders? Probably not much. He beat his little pants, I bet. All right. Anyway, that's the gist of it. It's the original Gundam series. Everybody who is familiar with it hates Amuro because he is a very annoying protagonist. That's all I'll say. If you want to see a retelling of the original Gundam, but with a main character that's not nearly as bitchy, might I suggest Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny? Or just, I'm sorry, Gundam Seed. Sorry, Gundam Seed, not Destiny.
Look, it's just not a mecha anime unless you have a bitchy, whiny protagonist.
No, that's
Get
not
in
true
the
at all.
Ava, Shinji!
Apparently G-Quax is the opposite. It's get out of the fucking Gundam, Shinji. Speaking of Ava, thank you for bringing that up. That's a good transition. Train Depot, popularized in Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, deals with rise and trespassing. Tenryo Hamanako Railroad stated on April 2nd, so it's not a joke, that it is having issues with trespassers at the Tenryu Futamata Station, Turntable, and Rail Museum. Trespassing has become a daily incident and an issue for the company. The company explained that there are tour hours for the depot and people should refrain from visiting outside of tour hours. We are troubled by the excessive number of trespassers at the depot. Recently, there are trespassers every day, setting a new record. There is only one entrance and there are 4 signs posted. There are set hours when you can tour the depot. Please refrain from visiting outside of tour hours. And then a link to what I'm assuming are the tour hours. While the museum did not specify why it is dealing with an increase in trespassers, the site is the inspiration for the Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time anime film's Village 3 setting, to where Shinji Ikari and Rei Ayanami are taken at the beginning of the film. This potentially makes the depot a popular destination for Evangelion fans. However, as the depot is on private property and is a nationally registered tangible property, it is generally inaccessible to the public. However, according to Tenryo Hamanako's Railroad's website, guests can visit the museum with a tour guide from 1:50 p.m. on weekdays and from 10:50 a.m. to 1:50 p.m. on weekends and holidays. The tours take about 40 minutes. Ticket prices are 600 yen for adults and 300 yen for children, or about $4 for adults and $2 for children, respectively. My guys, that's cheap as fuck.
That is really cheap.
Yeah. The museum also offers night tours of the depot every second Saturday of the month. Tours start at 7:40 p.m. and cost 2,000 yen, or about $14 US. Again, cheap
Extremely
AF.
cheap.
Yeah. The tours are limited to 30 people and are about 40 minutes. That's so cool. So, yeah, there's no reason for this. Don't be a jerk. Just don't be a jerk. Don't trespass. Don't be a jerk.
Being a dick.
Don't yuck everyone's yum. You know? That's it. You want to talk Godzilla here, buddy?
Sure.
Okay. By the way, Matthew Broderick did not kill Godzilla. Matthew Broderick killed a big dumb lizard that is not the real Godzilla.
That's a lot of fish.
It was the New York Harbor. So, yeah, there's that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway.
Marvel and Toho International announced on Friday that they will release the 5-part Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe series of comics, starting with the first issue on July 16th. Writer Gary Duggan and artist Javier Guerron are working on the series. Mark Brooks illustrated the main wraparound cover below. Marvel describes the story: a previously dormant Godzilla has been angrily awoken and begun carving a path of annihilation as Earth's mightiest heroes band together to try and stop its cataclysmic
A
rampage.
cataclysmic rampage. I've had one of those before.
Okay, sir.
But with their
But when
combined efforts. There we go, yeah.
But when their combined efforts fail to
No.
slow...
If I had to do it as Zap Brannigan, you have to do it as Zap Brannigan.
But when their combined efforts fail to slow the bringer of destruction, Earth's heroes are forced to go on to extraordinary lengths to try to bring Godzilla down, including joining forces with Earth's most devious villains. You know who I'm talking about, Kip? It's that saucy number from last night. She was truly devious. But will this be enough to stop Godzilla as it tears straight through the Marvel universe into the dark dimension and other realms?
No.
Plus, how is the king of the monsters connected to the mysterious metal vibranium? And what does that mean for Wakanda? In the face of an unstoppable force of nature, the Marvel Universe must come together like never before in this earth-shattering fight for Earth's survival. The new series is the culmination
Zap Brannigan
of...
should never say coming together ever again.
Yeah. The new series is the culmination of Marvel's previously announced team-up with Toho International for the Godzilla vs. series of 6 one-shots that see Godzilla face off against Marvel heroes. Marvel and Toho International released the Godzilla vs. Fantastic Four one-shot comic written by Ryan North and illustrated by John Romita Jr. on March 19th. The Godzilla vs. Hulk one-shot comic by Gary Duggan, it's either Gary or Jerry, Duggan and... Dugan? That makes sense. And Giuseppe Camuncoli will go on sale on April 16th. The Godzilla vs. Spider-Man one-shot comic by Joe Kelly and Nick Bradshaw will ship on April 30th. The Godzilla vs. X-Men one-shot by Fabian Nicieza and Emilio Laiso will ship on May 14th. And the Godzilla vs. Thor one-shot comic by Jason Aaron and Aaron Curter will ship on July 2nd. Each one-shot is set in different eras of Godzilla and Marvel Comics. Interesting.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, we're good. I think we're good for the rest of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Last but not least, To Your Eternity anime is getting a 3rd season, which is going to premiere in October. Also, this is going to be interesting because this is the first time I've seen To Your Eternity, the main character, show up in modern day. The official Twitter account for the television anime of Yoshitoki Oima's To Your Eternity manga revealed on Thursday the 3rd season's teaser visual and October premiere date on the NHK General Channel. Crunchyroll also announced on Thursday that it will stream the anime's new season. I still need to watch season 2. The anime's 3rd season was first announced in March 2023. The 3rd season continues the This World arc. The anime's 2nd season, no, backstory. Don't need to read it. Ha 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 ha. Guys, this has been added to the list for stuff for Moon to watch. Moon, have you seen A Silent Voice?
A Silent Voice. I think
Deaf
so.
Girl?
Let me look at the cover. Hold on.
No, it's the deaf girl. It was a movie. About a
Okay,
boy
if it's
that
the
used
movie,
to-
then yes.
He used to boy used to bully a deaf girl. Now he is
Yeah, I've
insecure
seen it.
and can't
I've
look
seen it.
people in the face. Okay, cool. I just needed to know if we needed to add that. But yeah, that is it for us, guys. We're not doing any anime reviews on the actual show because we do those separately now. Those will be published hopefully tomorrow if all things go well. That being said, though, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us as we talk about the nerdy news. We are Anime Church, the Church of Nerds, and you are welcome to cosplay at this particular church. Go forth and may Arceus bless you. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceus. Praise Arceus, for he is very disappointed in Richie's inability to remember things.
I don't care. I'm not a
And
Pokemon guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm Hoshi Nugget, the nun of nuggies.
And we will see you guys just like a little under 2 hours over on the Twitch channel. We're going to be doing some Subnautica roleplay today. Make sure to come by and hang out. Please come by and help balance out the fact that I have to sit here with a shroom addicted idiot. All right.
Hey, man,
Talk to you
these
guys
shrooms are
later.
Great.
Talk
Goodbye,
to you guys
everyone.
later. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Also, help
Bye.
Hoshi get a PC.
Help me
Please.
get a PC, please.
All right. Later. Bye.